What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Friday, June 14th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all. Hope everybody has had a good week up until this point and dealing with, first quarter squares and Mercury superior conjunctions, which we close out this week with. Mercury is now in front of the sun. It's catching up to Venus. Mercury is going to be out in front in no time. And especially here in Gemini, I mean, a lot of this is about our environments, our relationships. The moon's going to come into Libra, the sign of relationships. The south node's there. There's a lot of things that we're going to be expressing to people that we have relationships with. Things about where our values lie. Venus is disposited by, Mars is disposited by that Venus, which is with this conjunction too. And a lot of this is going to be about where our values lie, the road we're paving for ourselves, and, the environment that we're trying to manifest and also fortify. So there's definitely a lot of things on our mind today. Definitely can feel like a download day where some kind of information comes from another person. Like, this is a great day to be open to dialogue and to see where other people are at, and because you might get a really good idea from somebody right now. It's definitely not you don't want to know it all. Even the know-it-all himself, Jupiter, is in Gemini as well, disposited by Mercury. So we definitely don't want to be a know-it-all today. Today's definitely like take in the downloads, take in the information, express yourself, express your values, the life that you're trying to build. A lot of these things can really build strong bonds moving forward, like something steady, something stable, I think is what we're trying to put our energy towards with Mars here, and especially breaking off the squares to Pluto. There's a lot of desires about the people in our lives, the friends that we have, who we're, giving our energy to, and also, really putting focus back on ourselves with a North Node disposited by Mars in Aries, and putting our efforts and energies and asserting ourselves forward in life for these values, for these ways to express ourselves and communicate to others. And today brings a lot of expression and communication, but also a lot of information, a lot of truth that could be found elsewhere. It's definitely a good day for dialogue. It's definitely a good day for back and forth, and we could feel like we want to go back and forth. The moon's going to finish up in Virgo. It is going to oppose Neptune before it comes in. So early in the morning, we kind of start off right with this moon in Virgo at this final degrees, this 29th degree opposing Neptune. And it can definitely start off a little foggy, but maybe that's where we ask the questions. Maybe that's where we try and balance things out instead of being such a know-it-all, or being a little crusty at this end of Virgo. Like, let's, keep youthful energy, keep an open mind to things, and see where things go and use our imagination. Like, instead of blocking Neptune out and just, blocking our imagination and kind of where things can go, let's use that and see if we can bring some of it into reality. See if we can bring some of those little tidbits that can get dropped in on a very intuitive day, but also a very emotionally sensitive day, to use sort of the vision or the imagination as a grounding force for where we're building in life, where we're growing in life, and the things that we can, make stable, and the changes that we can make to purify our environments and our day-to-day reality. The moon's going to come in here, and by the end of the day, it's going to be making huge trine energy to Jupiter. It's going to come in and trine Pluto. We still have a trine with there, so we got a grand air trine, just amplifying the fact that we have this big conjunction, this triple conjunction, or a stellium, as many people like to call it, in Gemini. So it's just extremely mentally stimulating. But I think it feels good when we express ourselves, when we communicate to others, when we spend time with others, when we network, when we co-create, right? When we collaborate at the same token. And like, instead of being so one-sided, because I think we still want to keep our foundation of who we are always, especially with the North Node in Aries, but to, see what's up with other people. We can definitely balance things. We can definitely, take a little bit off. We don't have to put maybe so much on ourselves, even with Mercury, with the moon, finishing in Mercury sign of Virgo and coming off that big square to Venus early in the morning too. And, Venus is starting to square Neptune. It's just interesting to see where people are at right now. I think, their psychology, their values, what they want out of life. Like, it's so interesting to see. And this is where I think good bonds are formed and good understanding and good truth about where people are at. How grounded are the people around you? Like, do you want to be grounded right now? Or do you want to be, just floating around? trust me, I like to be just floating around a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe today we want to find some of the grounding energy and, see what's up with other people. Are you grounded, or are you about to float away into another, galaxy today? Which, I'll be honest, that can always be fun. But maybe we're not looking for that right now. Maybe we're looking to keep things a little bit more understood, a little bit more truth-based. And that's where we want to, sift through certain aspects in our life. But we can definitely see, we could definitely feel, I guess you could say, more of an emotional desire to express, communicate, talk, um, and learn. And I think that today's a good, Friday to like come to the end of the week and, still be open to learning like what this week had to offer, what it had to teach, and where we can balance ourselves out with certain others in life and certain other opinions and what that can look like. And it can be a fairy, I feel like some of it can be a little bit of a fairy tale with Venus square Neptune and even the moon, opposing, and some T square energy to Venus. It's like some of it could be, really, really beautifully like not real. And I think it's good to like cherish those moments, but to not get overly attached. And even with the moon trine Pluto, there's the, you know, there's definitely the presence that we could get attached to certain truths or certain things or certain ideals or visions or um, even, make some predictions and get attached to them or, whatever it might be. So we definitely don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But I think it's fun to play today. It's fun to co-create, to collaborate, to bounce things back and forth, to not, try and outdo somebody today, like to try and, stay on equal plane with others and see what you can learn, see where the downloads are, because I think the more we stay balanced and equal today, the more we see more about the things that we really want, the people that we really want to be around, the life that we want to have, the environment that we want to have, all these really good things can come into play. And I think you can see a lot get expanded in your network and in your environment if you're kind of keeping that mindset going into today. See what the tarot has for us. Right on cue. Like he listens for his part. He just knows his role now. Appreciate you. All right. Properly shuffled, properly cut. You want to pick it? You pick it. Oh my God, the Ten of Pentacles. That's happy too? I love that everything's happy for you. And you know what? You're right. That is one happy card. That is definitely getting a lot of satisfaction. There's a lot of people in this card. There's a lot of like money going around. There's a lot of values here. Like it's one of those days where we want to be around people with similar values. We want to, have people in our corner that want to go to the upper echelon of what our value would be, what our goals are. How do we achieve these things? How can we literally like co-create and collaborate to get higher values and to get better physical everything from relationship to monetary to just a feeling of self-worth and accomplishment within ourselves. What's up? Yeah, go ahead. All right. Well, appreciate you all. I hope you all have a great end to your week, and hope today's horoscope was helpful, and I'll see you for the weekend forecast tomorrow. Much love. Peace.